All right, down to Missouri right now. Levon's there. How you doing?
Very good.
What can we help you with this afternoon?
I've got a 7-acre lake that I designed using Ray's video series, The Great Small Waters, and it's just absolutely turned into a magnificent fishery. I started out, but continue to use as a forage fish for the bluegills, the fathead minnows. That's the way I started with the stocking program, and then I replenished about 3 or 4 years later. I wondered about the kind of compare and contrast feeding the bluegill with fathead minnows versus the Purina products, because one thing about the minnows is they're quite expensive.
May I answer that?
Sure.
I did the fathead minnow deal. It's like Hardee's hamburgers. You just run out of money after a while. Fatheads can be pretty expensive. And that's when I went to the product that the Purina people did. I went to them early on, but got off. But now I'm convinced beyond any doubt that I'm doing the right thing. And that's supporting those fish. And let him tell about that. He's the expert on it, and he's right.
Well, it's much more economical to feed them prepared diet. And the reason is fathead minnows are 80% water. So nutritionally speaking, only 20% of the total biomass you're feeding them is nutritional products. The water's free to a fish. Then secondly, because you're feeding or 90% dry matter in a prepared diet, it's just everything that you feed them can go directly into fish flesh. So what you'll see as a rule of thumb is it'll take about 10 pounds of fathead minnows roughly to give you a pound of fish that's eating the fathead minnows, whereas it'll take about 2 pounds of a good quality fish food like Aquamax to grow a pound of bass.
Let me dovetail in on that, too.
It's much more efficient.
Certainly.
Yeah, I mean, 10 pounds of fathead minnows to grow a pound of whatever you're trying to grow, that's $100 if you're paying $10 a pound for fathead minnows. You know, even the most expensive feed out there is maybe 50 cents a pound, and they convert that feed 2 to 1. So you got $1 a pound in your forage fish that you're feeding compared to that, you know, $100 a pound that you're paying for the fathead minnow. So it's much, much more economical, much more predictable, a lot easier to get. Feeding fish is one of the best ways to maintain your fish and make them grow.
I tell you, Stephen, if I may add one thought.
Sure.
Stephen, you've got a small pond. How big is your pond, Stephen?
Actually, that was Levon.
Oh, Levon,
Yeah,
that's
7 acres.
Okay, 7 acres. I got you. Well, I got the 7-acre lake on the other side of our place, and I must tell you that you can catch a lot of fish around the feeding process.
Sure.
Because fish, I don't know how they do it, but when that feeder goes off and puts those pellets of yours out there, I don't know how they know that it's time. But I mean, the instant, maybe I feed twice a day, they know just precisely when, I mean, it don't lay there. It doesn't lay there, it just float about. I mean, immediately those fish are on it. I don't know what you'll have to ask somebody besides me about that, but it is fascinating.
Fish
I can
smart.
tell you, I've tried the fatheads, and I'm telling you this, the prepared food that these guys make is absolutely the way to go. And if you're not doing it, you need to get with it.
How much you paying this guy?
No, not enough.
Actually,
Put me to work.
Yeah, he's going to take me fishing for this.
Take you fishing.
Got a
Tiger
fishing bowl.
fish. Take you to tiger fish.
Yeah. Ooh, I tell you what, look that up. I'm telling you, those things are scary.